Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing? Matt Jarbo here with some big breaking news coming out of Disney. I think the inevitable finally took hold over at the House of Mouse. They've been losing so much money with the theme parks and so much money by not sending movies to streaming. Mulan, which was supposed to be $1 billion movie, didn't make anywhere near that, even though it became this $30 premium access movie that got panned to hell and back critically as well as culturally, given where the film was shot and so many people push back on it being filmed next to an internment camp for Muslims inside of China. Disney now having to come out to defend themselves for why they chose to film in that location, and it's an absolute mess. Black Widow not coming this year. Soul hitting Disney Plus on December 25th. Obviously, they are losing money. So what are they going to do? Well, they decided today that they're going to actually do the right thing, and they're going to start just focusing on streaming on Disney Plus, which I think is really the best course of action. I mean, Disney and Warner Brothers are the two that hold the largest market share when it comes to theatrical releases worldwide. And both of them right now are focusing heavily on streaming because that is where not only do you have the viewers, you've got the money. And it's not just releasing one movie a month or a quarter and hoping you do well. It's really having a sustained subscription where if you look at a Disney Plus, it's $7 times 12. That's $84 a year or $82 a year. Or if you get the bundle package where you get Hulu, ESPN, and Disney Plus for $13 a year, or $13 a month, you get a pretty solid deal for that. And that is sustained money coming in week or month after month after month. And with 100 million people or however many that they might have, that money is adding up and adding up and adding up. Now, granted, Disney is going to have to really start to crank out the content and it's going to have to be premium, like Mandalorian levels of premium, because at this point that is the only thing we've really gotten on Disney Plus in its first year that has been of like where I Star Wars The Clone Wars is clearly up there with quality, at least the last arc of the show. But otherwise, there hasn't really been a lot that's come to Disney Plus that has wowed people that is original. Artemis Fowl crashed and burned, Mulan crashed and burned. Was it the Secret Society of Second Born Royals crashed and burned? More people make fun of those kind of movies rather than enjoy them. Whereas the success of The Mandalorian was absolutely unmitigated. It was something that was so crazy that no one could ever truly see it coming. But what we have here is a situation where now they can put all of their effort, all of their focus onto creating these types of stories, and they're going to do it. Now, what I'm hoping is that we get more, that they kind of take a bit of a step back and they start developing content for Disney Plus that is going to be like Netflix level good, and not all Netflix, but like better than average Netflix. Because right now you have shows like Muppets Now, which is terrible. It's god awful. It's garbage. It shouldn't even exist, but it does. And that show should be canceled, and they should go back to the old ABC show that was more of a making fun of Hollywood and have that be the actual thing. Because I'm sorry, you're never going to make the Muppets relevant with current culture when you don't understand the culture that we find ourselves in, or you ignore their past or the industry. It's a whole mess with them. So them going streaming or focusing more on streaming is going to hurt theaters, which I don't like because theaters at this point are already hurting. But the truth of the matter is this: it's a very symbiotic relationship. Movie theaters need studios. Studios need theaters. Well, they used to. Now they have streaming. And theaters are going to have to find a way to adapt on their own. And this is where the problem is going to lie. There could be this irrevocable damage that could happen in between these two, symbiotic relationships, right? Where if one distance itself from the other, so Disney moving over to streaming, Regal, AMC, Cinemark, and all the other ones are going to end up really feeling the hurt, especially smaller, independently owned theaters that rely on Disney's big budget tentpoles as a way to bring in a lot of business. They're going to be screwed. So I don't like it. But right now, this is where it is. Right now, this is where it's at. And I don't know if we're ever going to be able to get back to normal. The new normal is going to be streaming, with movies like Marvel and Pixar and Disney animated and tentpole films are going to be the ones that are going to be going to theaters every so often. I don't know what's going to happen. It's a sad change, to be honest with you, but I'm kind of curious to see at the end of the day what they come up with, and if we get more Mandalorian, or we get more WandaVision, whenever we get that, or stories like that with franchises that are told better than things like Muppets Now, you know. And then who knows what they're going to do in regards even to Hulu. I don't know. But hey, I mean, right now, if they're focusing on streaming, we're about a month away from the Daredevil rights being back at Disney. So fingers crossed on that one. But anyway, your thoughts, your opinions, let me know down in the comment section. I'm curious to know what you guys have to say about this. I'll talk to you all later. Have yourself a great day. Thanks for watching, and peace out.